the Jewish Week on JN1.
The group of the 18, the big donors of the Maccabiah Games, took some time off to plant a new forest in the area where the ancient Maccabees used to reign thousands of years ago. The CEO of the JNF, Russell Robinson, explains what the plan was to collaborate the planting of a new forest during the Maccabiah.
One of the things that they wanted to do, Steve, who was the chairman, wanted to do was to make sure that they not only experience the games, experience Israel, but experience putting their hands into the soil of Israel and having a tree planted here the way that their children are really planting that relationship with countries, 70 countries from throughout the world. We had the group of 18 from the Maccabi, and we've had countries. You can see there's flags from all over the world here. So we've had countries all over the world during the whole Maccabi Games showing up, different countries, Australians and of course the United States and Canadians and people from Cuba has a group here. And so they came and they planted trees. So this forest will be a forest that has been planted by all of these children, by all these participants, and 4 years from now, they'll be not saplings, but growing trees, and we'll go again with another Maccabi and another spirit of the Jewish people.
Steve Soberoff from Los Angeles is leading the group of 18, which consists of Jewish philanthropists who want to make sure that the Maccabiah happens every 4 years for future generations of Jews.
Our group is a Los Angeles-based group that is in entertainment, promotion, marketing, naming rights, television rights, and we felt that if we could help raise the level of awareness around the world to the Maccabiah in a good light, that it would bring more people, it would bring more sponsors, it would bring more countries, and that's what we try and do. That one moment when everyone is singing Hatikva in Jerusalem, this is our city, this is the way it's supposed to be, you know, from what, 79 countries? It's just unbelievable. Countries that, just like his grandson said, that people don't even realize that there are Jews around the world like that.
The world chairman of the KKL, Effie Stanzler, explains how far back the collaboration between his organization and the Maccabiah go.
We sponsored the first Maccabiah before Israel was established as an independent country. And since then, we are together with the Maccabiah. This year is the biggest sponsorship that we did for the Maccabiah. We built a village for the youth in Vinget. And what you saw is a little bit of all what we are doing for the Maccabiah, not only this year, but all the years, and between the Maccabiah to the Maccabi and all over the world. We want them to be our misery where they are, and to be part of JNF KKL in 42 countries that we are there.
Those are her kids.
Stanley Chesley tries to convince us that Israel's contribution to the diaspora is by far more crucial than the diaspora's influence on Israel.
Everybody talks about, you know, what the diaspora has done. Israel has done so much for the diaspora. All we do is give money.
Lauren Cohn came all the way from Cincinnati, Ohio to support her son who participates in Team USA's soccer team at the Maccabiah.
I am here as a mom. My son is playing as the junior boys U.S. soccer team. He made the team of 18 boys and is competing. My daughter played here 4 years ago in Maccabiah. It is something that is magnificent to be at opening ceremonies and see thousands of Jews from around the world and over 1,000 just from the United States together in one place. It's not about the sport as much as about the coming together. The coach said to me yesterday, for some reason the junior boys, which is 16-year-old boys, really like to hang out with the junior girls, and we're just trying to figure out how appropriate that is. I go, boys are boys, you know? He's a 16-year-old boy, and there's some really cute 16-year-old soccer players, girls. So, yeah, he's met some incredible people, and I know, you know, because of internet now, it's a whole other world that I grew up. They can Facebook and be in touch in a minute. So I venture to say they'll end up at college together somewhere. This is not the first time their paths will cross. This is just the beginning of a lot of really great relationships.
So the new forest has been planted here, and the idea is to make this the Maccabiah forest, where every 4 years, as the games go on, the athletes will come here and plant new trees symbolizing the eternal spirit of the Jewish people from all around the world. For JN1, I'm Ron Jacobsohn at the Maccabiah forest site near the Nachshon Junction.